Authorities in Union County, South Dakota have issued an arrest warrant for a Sioux City man suspected of killing a Dakota Dunes woman last week.
According to court documents, 39-year-old Alfredo Castellanos Rosales is charged with first-degree and second-degree murder and the death of 23-year-old Jordan Beardshear. The victim's body was found inside her apartment in Dakota Dunes last Wednesday morning. Court documents reveal and support the arrest warrant information as an agent of the South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation said Castellanos Rosales' cell phone was near Beardshear's apartment at Wellington at the Dunes between 8:30 and 9 o'clock Tuesday, April 25th. Cell phone data also shows the suspect was near the same location where the victim's phone was. According to court documents, witness statements put the victim at her apartment around 8:30 p.m. last Tuesday night, while she was waiting for Castellanos Rosales to pick up their son. A search of his home found clothing believed to be his and which contained blood. Also found clothing belonging to Beardshear's child, which contained blood. The child was later found safe. The DCI agent's statement also mentions Beardshear suffered significant injuries, including stab wounds. The victim's family is now offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the suspect.
KTIV's Matt Hoffman spoke with Beardshear's family last week. He joins us tonight in studio. And Matt, what did the family, when you talked to them, what did they say about the relationship between the suspect and the victim in this case?
Yeah, Matt, family described their relationship as one that unfortunately descended into domestic violence. They say Beardshear moved out of a home they shared and into her own place at the Dakota Dunes to get away from the suspect. The family says the pair were co-parenting and that Beardshear may have been killed during a parenting exchange of their son, Mateo. Her father, Shane Christensen, says everything was normal before the alleged murder.
And she posted something at 8:56 last night of her cooking tacos and rice, and I responded and I never got a reply, and it was the last thing I got to see that she posted.
Beardshear's family and friends have been posting pictures of the suspect on social media since last week. In a statement, a DCI spokesperson says the agency was not prepared to release his name and photo on their own until they had secured probable cause for an arrest warrant. That warrant, of course, was issued today.
And I understand you could control the scene. You have to investigate that. But we felt like time was being lost, valuable time. Yeah. And obviously it was if people are not being apprehended.
Now Beardshear's family says information about any memorial service will be released at a later time.
So Matt, the question now, what does the family make of the news about the arrest warrant?
Yeah, Matt, those I spoke with say they're relieved, of course, and they've been told law enforcement is monitoring airports and conducting searches within all 3 Siouxland states.